So good morning to all, and today we are going to learn how a business letter written. Business letter, as you all know, you all have studied in class 11th, in class 10th even, and is a part of a formal letter, and it has got a particular format in which it has to be written. So first of all, we have taken up a letter for placing orders. Placing orders when we require something for our company, for our business unit, for our school, for our institution, wherever we are working. So here I start reading the question to understand what it requires. You are the store in charge of BPJ Senior Secondary School Merit, and you require various items of furniture such as chairs, desks, almirahs, etc. for your school. So mentioning the details of the items and write a letter to Messrs. Chadda Furniture House 15 Karol Bagh, Delhi, and placing the order for furniture. It means the item that you require is furniture. Ask for the discount available on the purchase. So this is the question. It has been also asked in CBSE 2008. It's quite important letter for your board examination. So you have to start by writing the address of the writer or the sender. So from the question itself, you have to know who the sender is. So from the question, when you read it, you can easily trace it out that this store in charge of BPJ Senior Secondary School is the writer of this letter. So it reads that BPJ Senior Secondary School, Merit, as simple. You have just written the address. Second, you have to remember that before writing the date, you have to leave a line. So you have to make sure, because it looks quite a different set when it is being presented in your examination. You have written the date 10th March 2015. It is probably the date on which it must have been written, or like that, but you have to remember that you have to mention the date on which you are appearing in a particular examination. So 10th March 2015, again remember, leave a line. And now see the address. One more address is being given here. The sales manager, Messrs. Chadda Furniture House 15 Karol Bagh, New Delhi. So whose address is this? Yes, this is the address of the receiver, one who is going to receive this order, one who is going to receive this letter. So this is the sales manager, and the Messrs. Chadda Furniture House 15 Karol Bagh, New Delhi. Once again, you have just taken this address from the question itself. Always remember, when these addresses are given in your examination in the question, you have to just follow the same addresses. You cannot change them. But sometimes it happens that there is only one address given, or sometimes the address is incomplete. So you have to be very inventive, you have to be very innovative, you have to complete the address, or you have to sometimes just create your own imaginary or fictitious address. So this is the sales manager, Messrs. Chadda Furniture House 15 Karol Bagh, New Delhi, and now comes the subject. Subject says order for items of furniture. See the brevity of the subject. Order for items of furniture. There is no extra information to be added to the subject. Don't make a 2-line or a 3-line subject. It should be a brief phrase, because it mainly focuses on your orders, and your order is about the items of furniture. And then the salutation, and you might have seen the subject sometimes can be written before the salutation, and then even sometimes after the salutation. But my humble advice to all of you is that just make a habit of writing this subject before the salutation, because what happens generally, if you don't make this a habit, just after writing the salutation, you tend to forget to write subject, and once you complete the letter, you suddenly remember that you have missed something, and this is nothing else, subject. So the salutation, dear sir, or maybe even sir. Dear sir means that you are probably acquainted with the person whom you are writing this letter to, simply. And now comes the body of the letter, the content of the letter, and this is very important. You have to pay rapt attention towards it. So, and this is with reference to our long term association with your firm. This is with reference to our long term association with your firm. That's why I said that, dear sir. I mean, they are already known to each other, well known to each other. This is with reference to our long term association with your firm. We require various items of furniture for the school. It means you are working in a school. That's why you require those furniture items. This is the first line. And of the quotations that were invited for this purpose, yours are the lowest. You have also mentioned that you have received the quotation from the same firm in which the lowest rates are mentioned. Your firm has a good standing and is known for quality items of furniture. It means you just highlighted the importance of that firm from where you are purchasing. You are going to purchase this furniture, and the following items may please be sent at your earliest. Always remember, whatever you are ordering, you have to make a table of that. Clear? Sometimes you write a descriptive note, that is not so relevant in a letter for placing order. What you have to do is you have to create a table, you have to make a table in which your creativity is to be tested, because these are the things which are never mentioned in the question of a letter writing. Here, if you are creative, you can just make this table quite effective, and this is going to add to your score that you are going to get out of this question. So the first column is serial number, and the particulars, size, brand and numbers. So these are 4 or 5 common headings. Sometimes it may not refer to some other item. For example, if you are writing this letter to some medical unit from where you have to purchase some medical items, so you cannot just mention those size or like that. So you have to avoid, you have to be very flexible in this table. For example, if we see the particulars, read, chairs, dual desk, almirahs, benches, tables, size, standard, king size, 20-inch, premium, like that. And the brand Supreme, Kohinoor, Godrej. You have to be innovative. You have to make it so much innovative that it looks attractive in our letter. So after making a table, again leave a line and then mention that please deliver the above items in 10-day time. You have to mention the limit in which the firm has to supply the items mentioned in the order, and send your bill in and a duplicate. It's a duplicate bill. Since we are your regular clients, kindly give us the routine discount of 20%. Though the quotations are the lowest, but it means that you are also claiming for the discount that you have been getting for a long time from the same firm. Goods should be checked and properly packed. The damaged and inferior quality goods or items shall be returned to you at your own cost. If you receive any damaged or any inferior quality item, this is going to be returned to you, and the cost will be yours. So the amount shall be transferred to your account once the consignment is received and checked by our furniture in charge. So the consignment, the delivery, is to be checked whether we have got the proper items which were mentioned in our order. So for any queries from your side, feel free to contact the undersigned. So you have to write down this out of your courtesy, and again leave a line writing down thank you. Again leave a line, yours faithfully. Here you people tend to commit a mistake. You put an apostrophe in yours. You are required not to put any apostrophe. YOURS, this is written in continuation without using any apostrophe. Remember this. And you have to write down the subscription. What is that? Faithfully. This is the complementary clause. Faithfully, and your name and your designation, since this is going to be the formal letter. Designation is mentioned in the question of this letter. So this is one of the specimen of how a letter of placing order written. And if you just remember this, if we are suppose ordering for some plants and trees, we are writing this letter to a nursery, or we are writing this letter to some stationery shop. So we can just add those details which can be suitable for that particular item. For example, if you are writing to this letter to some of the big nursery in your town, you cannot mention the brand or size or like that or particulars. So here you are required to use your creativity again, and you have to write down the name of the tree or the plant, or what is the specification you want to have about it, and numbers exactly. So this is the way in which you can write a letter for placing order quite brilliantly. And what you have seen in this letter, if you write in this manner, you are well supposed to score 6 out of 6 in this question. So I believe that you must have just understood this question. Thank you very much.